to do or not to do? That is the question that we must ask ourselves. In today's video, we're going to talk about some of the do's and don'ts about listing items on Amazon, on eBay, just about reselling as a whole. This is a video that falls into our Reselling in 2023 series. As you guys know, we have a series, Reselling in 2023, where we talk about broad topics. If you want to check out the video posted last week, I'll link that down below. On Wednesday, tomorrow, we're going to go in depth on a topic, and then obviously later in the week, we'll have our live stream and our resale live video. All that's listed down below, schedule's listed down below, so make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, that way you guys are notified. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time, okay? Do's and don'ts of reselling in 2023. These are specific things that I have come up with a list of, hey, these are things you have to do if you want to be a successful reseller in 2023. And these are some things that you definitely don't want to do. And if you do them, you will not be a successful reseller in 2023. That's just how it is. So the first thing that you guys always have to make sure is that you're researching your products that you're going to sell, right? It sounds simple when you think about it, but a lot of people don't understand what I mean by that. So there are a lot of different tools you guys can use whenever you're researching items to sell. Now, if you look here, there are different tools that you guys can use, like Zeek Analytics is one that you can use to research whether an item is going to be profitable or not. Me personally, I like to use Inventory Lab, and this is just a great example of a product that I have looked up recently. Look at that. I just gave you guys one for free. There you go. This is a good item to resell, so go check it out. Or another way that you can get these products is you can be a member of Juiced and just receive the products handed out to you, just like we do every single day. I'm posting stuff every single day about, hey, this is stuff to look out for in this store or something like that. So that's another way that you guys can be notified. Free link down in the description to join Juiced. So keep an eye on that, okay? You're going to want to take advantage of that deal right now. So the first thing you have to do, research your product, choose the right products, right? That's another thing. There aren't going to be products that are right for everyone. And I think initially you need to start maybe with what you understand. For me, it was shoes. When I initially started reselling, all that I resold was shoes because personally, it's all I understood. I didn't know anything about clothing, how to price clothing, where to get it, what to look for. I didn't know anything about that. Now I've built out my portfolio pretty wide where I'm reselling everything from shoes, clothes, food items, toys. I've got a toy right now that is an insane lead that I'm not sharing with anyone right now. But just in the past 2 days, I've sold like $1,200 of it. So maybe stay tuned. Maybe I'll share that with you. Who knows? So you got to do your research. You got to choose the right item. And then you have to learn how to optimize your listings. Now, what I mean by that is whenever you list things on eBay, on Amazon, you have to realize that this is all one big search engine. eBay is just Google for items that people are buying and selling. So you need to understand those keywords that you have to put in your title, in your description. What images should you use? What attracts the buyer's eye? What is going to make them click on your listing versus someone else's? There are a ton of different factors that play into that. SEO, picture, title, thumbnail, all that stuff plays into it. So you have to understand how to optimize your listing. Next thing that you have to do, this one should go without saying, but you have to provide unbelievable customer service, okay? Whenever you're an eBay seller or an Amazon seller, you're competing with thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of other sellers for maybe one specific item. You need to have stuff that sets you apart. Me personally, I always look at a seller on eBay. I always look at their feedback. I always look at their reviews. You need to make sure that you're providing unbelievable customer service, that people are willing to leave you good reviews, and that they will rate you highly. They'll say you're a good seller, and they'll say that they would buy from you again. Now, it's important not to annoy people seeking feedback, but you want to provide such a good experience that they want to provide feedback. And there's nothing wrong with including a card in the item that you sell, or just including a follow-up message. Hey, I hope you're enjoying X product. If you're satisfied, feel free to leave me a review or let me know if there's anything that I can do better. So those are some huge things that you guys have to stay up to date with. My last one that I'll say, and this is just one to throw in here, my last thing that you have to do to be a successful reseller, Stay up to date with policies, procedures from your reselling platforms. A lot of people just go through the day, they don't even look at any of this stuff, and something changes and now they're breaking the rules and they didn't even know about it. So that's one thing that you guys have to do as well, to stay on top of things and be a successful reseller in 2023. So now that we know what to do, let's talk about some things that you better not do. And if you do them, you will not be successful. Let's talk about some of the don'ts of being a reseller in 2023. Now, I'm going to put up this little duh figure over here in the top left, right of the screen, however you're looking at it, because a lot of these things are things that you should understand. If you are doing these things, please stop, because you will not be successful. And some of these things, you should already know better, okay? But I'm going to tell them to you anyways. So let's go over some of the don'ts in 2023. Number one, if you're selling stuff on eBay, for example, shoes, streetwear, anything like that, don't sell fake stuff, okay? People try to get away with selling fake stuff all the time, and it fails every single time. And a lot of these platforms will just insta-ban you, not even think twice about it, and then you're pretty much just banned off selling from that platform. Don't be dumb. Don't try to get over on someone else by selling something fake or something that's inauthentic. Just don't do it, okay? Don't be that guy. It's just going to ruin it for you and for them. So make sure the stuff that you're selling is real and authentic. Number two, whenever you're listing stuff, make your own unique listing, but take things from other successful listings. Do not copy a listing word for word. Do not take images from eBay that aren't yours and just copy and paste them onto your listing and think, hey, this is going to work. It's not going to work. Don't do that. Please have your own unique listing, okay? Take stuff like, oh, this is a good keyword to try to plug in. But please don't just bar for bar take this listing and try to make it your own, because it's not going to work out for you. Number three, set a reasonable price, okay? You know, if you have followed steps 1 and 2 on the do's, you know what a competitive price is. Do not set a price 25-30% higher than what the market is and then complain about, why am I not selling anything? I don't understand. I've got good pictures. My SEO is perfect. I should be getting tons of sales. Well, if your item is priced 30% higher than anyone else, no one's going to buy it from you, okay? No matter how good your feedback is, how good your pictures are, how good your listing is, we still want the cheapest of the cheap, because that's how we are. So do not set your price 30% higher than everyone else and then complain about why you're not getting any sales. It's pretty self-explanatory. Number 4, we talked about this a little bit. Don't spam your buyers looking for feedback, okay? Do not constantly message them, hey, can you leave me feedback? Hey, I'd appreciate it if you leave me a 5-star rating. Don't do that. That makes me not want to rate you. Or if I do, that makes me want to leave you a negative rating because you're annoying. Don't do that. Find the right balance. And then the last thing, this is super important. If you do receive that negative feedback, don't ignore it. Do not just blow it off and be like, oh, well, you know what? They were probably just having a bad day. You need to take that feedback, apply it to what you're doing, and also reach out to that person. Say, hey, I'm so sorry that you had this experience. What can I do to make it better? Or instead of saying, what can I do? Offer something to make it better. A lot of times people will see that, and that person who you affected, who had that negative experience, a lot of times they're more than likely going to go remove that negative feedback and then give you an overwhelmingly positive review and say, hey, you know what? I started out, I had a problem with this seller, and then they resolved it for me and set me up with this great deal. You should buy from them, because if you do have a problem, they're going to make sure that they make it right. That's a huge thing that not a lot of you guys are paying attention to. Make sure that you do that. So there it is, guys. There you have it. Those are some of the most important do's and don'ts in reselling in 2023. Amazon, eBay, Mercari, wherever you're selling at. These are all things that you need to take into account. If you guys have something that I missed, if there's something that we all should be doing that I didn't say, please drop it in the comments down below. If you have something that we definitely should avoid, drop it in the comments down below. I want to hear your opinions, guys. Be sure to join up Juice, like I mentioned earlier, where you get all of this done for you, basically, and it's a lot easier process. First link in the description. It is 100% free. All my socials, all Juice socials, listed down in the description. Be sure to follow us there, and be sure to be ready for tomorrow's video, Friday's stream, and another episode of Resell Life. If you guys missed the last episode of Resell Life, I'll link it down below. Be sure to check it out. Link it up in the cards. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like the video. And be sure to do these things that I said to do. Bye, everyone.